Hey everyone, welcome back to another video and I hope your holiday season is going well. I'll admit, these past couple of weeks have been a bit busier than normal for me, but honestly, I don't mind it that much since this is probably my favorite time of the entire year. There's just something about this holiday period that puts me in a good mood, and I think a big part of that is that traditionally, this time of year involves some sort of gift giving. And there's just something about giving something to somebody that really makes you feel good inside, and since that happens a little bit more than normal for a lot of people around this time of year, it's probably no wonder why people tend to be in a good mood as well. But giving the gift, that's the easy part. What's not so easy is trying to figure out what to get people as a gift. Sure, you can give them a gift card or straight cash and have them get something for themselves, but I don't know, that just takes a little bit of the personal element away from it. It doesn't really make the gift as special. So today, while I'm in the holiday spirit and need some kind of content to post, I thought I'd make a quick gift guide on what to get for that special furry in your life this holiday season. And of course, it's always the thought that counts when it comes to gift giving, but when you give someone something that they will actually like or will use, that makes that thought count that much more. Now, when it comes to getting furries things that they would enjoy, we immediately run into the problem that many people run into when getting gifts for other people. The possibilities are virtually endless. It's funny, you would think that narrowing the scope to just furries to get gifts for would actually make the process easier, but at least in my experience, it actually opens up even more options for possible things that that special furry in your life might like. Of course, one thing that does help is knowing the person you're getting that gift for personally. That way you can use the cues that you have picked up during your time with them to know what they like and can take something that they're passionate about or otherwise like to indulge in and give them a gift based on that. But for generic lists like the one we're trying to craft here, that is a little bit more difficult to do since I personally don't know everyone who might be watching this that well. And trust me, that's a good thing. There's no way I'd be able to remember all of your names, let alone what you're into. So simply by necessity, we have to be a bit generic when it comes to getting gifts for other furries. And again, while there are a bunch of possibilities that we can choose from, there are 3 specific things that I think would make great gifts for pretty much any furry out there. Let's start with the first one, which is gifted art. Now, hang on, before you skip this section because it might seem blatantly obvious, let me clarify what I mean here. I've alluded to this in previous videos, but I'm not just a fan of typical furry art. I particularly like what I like to call practical art. In other words, it's art that serves a purpose that is more than just in and of itself, if that makes sense. Let me give you some examples. I think one of the best types of more practical art are badges. Not only do badges provide an awesome head or bust shot of your persona, but they are also meant to be printed out and worn to public furry events, acting as your name tag in a place where everyone might not know each other. If you give someone a badge, not only will they have a new piece of art of their persona to add to their collection, but they get a lot more use out of that single piece of art in showing it off in front of others at a convention or meetup, and giving a name to their face in those places as well. Another example of this more practical art is stickers for messaging apps. Again, it's all about putting that art to use. I know a couple of people in this fandom that communicate primarily through the use of stickers on apps like Telegram and Discord. There are a lot of great sticker packs out there on their own, but having some of your own Sona makes it that much more special and personal. And let's take a step back real quick. Even if it's not strictly practical, when you give someone the gift of art, that definition is not restricted to just drawings or paintings. There are so many other forms of art that if you know how to make it yourself or can get a commission for them, they will have the same personal impact as someone getting another drawing of their persona. For example, one of the best gifts I've ever received was a poem about my Sona. Yeah, a poem. An old friend of mine actually wrote a poem about my persona, and to this day, it is probably still the most unique gift I have been given as a furry by another furry in this fandom. And I'm sure that will be the case for other alternative types of art as well. Whether you compose a song for someone or write a story involving your persona, heck, even if you have the skills or know someone else who does, retexturing someone's VR chat avatar is an incredibly personal artistic gift. So yeah, I'm all for giving someone art as a gift in this fandom, but you don't have to restrict yourself to just traditional drawings and paintings. Thinking outside of that box a little might yield a much more personal gift for your furry gift recipient. That being said, if you do take the traditional route, just try to get their ref sheet beforehand. It makes everything that much easier. Alright, now that we got the obvious one out of the way, another gift that I'm sure any furry would appreciate is a plushie. Now, I really like giving plushies as a gift for a few reasons. One, they're easy for you, the gift buyer, to pick up. You can get plushies anywhere and everywhere, and the range of sizes that you can get can make for a fun surprise as well. Two, they don't have to be as custom as an art piece to still be special. Getting a plushie of the actual version of someone's persona is a really simple but impactful gift for furries. One of my favorite plushies that I own that one of my good friends gave to me is one of a Black Panther, and I love it so much that I brought it home to my parents' house over Thanksgiving to show them and left it there. So I have to wait to go back and visit to get it back. Oh gosh, I really hope my dog didn't find it. Also, a rather unappreciated aspect of plushies is that many people create pretty strong attachments to them that allow them to associate different parts of their lives with them, like sleeping. Now, I'm sure a lot of you have slept with a plushie or a stuffed animal when you were young, but there's nothing that says that you had to stop as you grow older. In fact, numerous studies cite the benefits of adults sleeping with a plushie or a stuffed animal, and many grown people are returning to that custom for personal comfort. So as simple as they may seem, plushies are a lot more than meets the eye and can certainly be a fantastic gift for any furry, no matter what their persona actually is. Finally, we're going to get a little creative here with this last gift suggestion, but I really believe that a gift that furries would really appreciate is physical media. Now, hear me out on this one, but giving someone a physical copy of their favorite furry-related movie or TV series can actually be a pretty effective gift. First of all, it hits on that practicality theme that I'm sure you've picked up on by now. And I know the biggest counter-argument to giving anyone a physical copy of a movie or TV series is that that type of media is no longer needed since we can stream everything now. But let me tell you something about streaming. When you buy a subscription to a streaming service, you don't actually own the copies of anything that you watch. You're basically renting access to see them as long as those services still last. And sure, it's very convenient. I watch stuff on streaming services all the time, but the movies that I truly enjoy, the ones that have personal meaning to me, I own a physical copy of. And this doesn't have to be just movies. Again, if there's a series of books that impacted someone on their furry journey, or even the soundtrack from a piece of media that was part of what they like as a furry, giving someone a physical copy of that media basically gives them access to something that impactful for the rest of their lives. Something I cannot say for certain will be the same with streaming media. So yeah, it's a little unorthodox, but if anything, it might be one of those gifts that they end up appreciating with time. Plus, not for nothing, physical media almost always looks and sounds better than what's on streaming. There's much less compression going on. So yeah, there you have it. If you were to ask me what types of gifts I would give to another furry, these are the suggestions that I would give you. Like I mentioned earlier, when it comes to gift giving, I always like to give people things that they could use multiple times, which to me makes that single gift last that much longer. But at the end of the day, these are still just suggestions. If you know the person that you're getting a gift for well, then you probably know better than me what they would really enjoy getting from you. And as always, it's the thought that counts, so you really can't go wrong with anything when it comes to giving gifts to anyone, not just furries. But if you're totally lost this holiday season, or indeed whenever you feel like getting a gift for someone in this fandom, consider one of these 3 things to get for that oh-so-special furry that deserves to get something special from you. Alright, that's been it. Thanks for watching. Like I said, this time of year is super busy for me, so I apologize for the drop in content output this month, but we'll be getting right back to it at the beginning of next year. Hopefully I'll see you then, but for now, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care and stay wild out there. Peace.